Hello students, hope you're all having a good day. In our previous video, we have seen the Laplace transform of derivatives and how we are applying it to the solution of differential equations. So in today's video, we are going to find the Laplace transform of integrals. Okay, and then we're going to deal with some more topics like multiples of t and division of t also, and then we'll be solving a few problems too. So in this video we are starting or beginning with the Laplace transform of integrals. So in Laplace transform of integrals we are going to prove that Laplace transform of integration 0 to t f of t dt is equal to f of s by s. So we're going to prove this, right? So let's prove it. In the proof, we're going to first start with the definition of Laplace transform. So Laplace transform of f of t says definition of Laplace transform of f of t says 0 to infinity e raised to minus st, and this is my f of t there. So that is going to be 0 to t f of t dt. So let me denote 0 to t f of t dt to be equal to capital F of t, just for my convenience. So I will get the expression to be 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f of t dt. So this is how I'll be getting the expression. Okay, now we have to integrate this, integrating by parts. So we're going to take dv is equals to e raised to minus st. So what is v? Integration of e raised to minus st. So that is going to be e raised to minus st by minus s, and I'm going to take u as f of t. So du will be f prime of t. So what is the integration by parts formula? Integration of u into dv is equals to uv minus integration v into du. So let's substitute this in this. So we have integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f of t dt. This is equal to u is f of t into v is e raised to minus st by minus s. So minus e raised to minus st upon minus s, and I'm going to apply the limits 0 to infinity minus integration of v is e raised to minus st by minus s and du is f prime of t into dv 0 to infinity. Now when I apply the limits here, I'm going to get f of infinity into e to the power minus infinity minus f of 0 into e to the power 0 divided by minus s divided by minus s, right? Minus integration of e raised to minus st by minus s. So minus of minus I take it outside, 1 by s I take here, 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f prime of t dt. Now what is f prime of t? So if you see here, f of t is 0 to t f of t dt. So f prime of t will be only f of t. That is, the differentiation of the integration will become the function of t itself. So f prime of t means it is f of t. So e raised to minus st into f of t dt, I can write it as capital F of s, right? So, or I can write it as f bar of s, or I'll just write it as small f of s. So this is f of s by s. Okay. Now what about this? So e raised to infinity is 0, 0 divided by anything is 0 minus e raised to 0 is 1, 1 divided by minus s. minus of minus is plus. So f of 0 by s plus 1 by s f of s. Right? Now f of 0, if I see f of 0, if I take here, it's going to be equal to 0. So that means this is equal to f of s by s, and this is equal to my RHS. Laplace transform of integration 0 to t f of t dt is equals to f of s upon s. Now here we don't have the nth integral, so we are not going to find out any general value for this like we found out for the derivative part. So this is going to be our final answer, that is Laplace transform of 0 to t f of t dt is equals to f of s upon s. You can just write f bar of s if you are getting confused, because we have defined it as f bar of s before, or you can just write this as capital F of s upon s. Right? So this is Laplace transform of integral formula. Next we are going to find out the Laplace transform of multiple of t raised to n. That is, if Laplace transform of f of t is equals to f of s, then Laplace transform of t raised to n, multiple of t raised to n. T raised to n f of t is equals to minus 1 to the power n differentiation, nth differentiation of f of s. Okay, so let's prove it. So what is given? Laplace transform of f of t. We know that Laplace transform of f of t is equals to 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f of t dt. So now what I'll do is I'll differentiating both the sides with respect to s. I'm going to differentiate with respect to s. So what do I have? D by ds of Laplace transform of f of t. This is equal to d by ds of 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f of t dt. Right? So d by ds of Laplace transform of f of t is nothing but Laplace transform of f of t is f of s. So I have d by ds of f of s. This is equal to, now we have to differentiate this term. Now when I have to differentiate this term, I am differentiating with respect to s. So integration is with respect to t. Now this is a product rule we are going to apply here. So that is e raised to minus st into d by ds of f of t is going to be equal to 0, because we don't have a term s term there. So it is going to be 0 plus d by ds of f of t is going to remain constant, and differentiation of e raised to minus st. E raised to minus st into minus t, because we are differentiating with respect to s. So this whole thing into dt. Right? Now what do we have? We have 0 to infinity minus t f of t e raised to minus st dt. But what is this? This is again Laplace transform of f of t. So this I can write it as, this is equal to Laplace transform of t into f of t. But I have a minus sign here, so this minus I'll take it out here. So what is on the left hand side? It is d by ds of f of s. Or I can say Laplace transform of t into f of t is equal to minus 1 d by ds of f of s. Now since the power of t is only 1, we have minus 1 and f of s. Right? So if I take in general Laplace transform of t raised to n f of t, then we have minus 1 to the power n dn ds n f of s. Right? The nth derivative of f of s. Alright? So this is how we are going to solve it. So let's solve a problem based on Laplace transform of multiple of t raised to n, right? So here we have Laplace transform of t into sine at. So this is of the form Laplace transform of Tn f of t to the power n f of t. So that means f of t is sine in t, right? So what is Laplace transform of f of t? That is equal to f of s. So that is equal to Laplace transform of sine at. And Laplace transform of sine at is a by s square plus a square, right? And according to the formula, we have Laplace transform of t raised to n f of t is equals to minus 1 to the power n nth derivative of f of s, right? So we know what is f of s, okay, and t to the power n, okay, n here is equal to 1. So we have Laplace transform of t sine at is equals to minus 1 to the power 1 d by ds of a divided by s square plus a square, right? Now we have to differentiate this. Now to differentiate this, what we do? Okay, so we have minus 1 outside, differentiation of a by s square plus a square. So here this is of the division rule. So what we have here is s square plus a square the whole square, and here I am going to do s square plus a square into differentiation of a. Differentiation of a with respect to s is 0 because it's a constant, minus a into differentiation of s square plus a square. So s square plus a square, s square differentiation of s square is 2s, and since a is a constant, again it is a 0. So I have minus 2as. Minus into minus is plus. This is 0. So minus into minus is plus. So I have 2as upon s square plus a square, right? Let's solve one more. That is second one. Laplace transform of t cos 4t. Now here again we'll follow the same steps. So f of t is equal to cos 4t, and Laplace transform of f of t, this is equal to f of s, that is Laplace transform of cos 4t. So cos 80, Laplace transform of cos 80 is s upon s square plus a square. So here a is 4. So we have this is equal to s upon s square plus 4 square, that is 16. Right? Now the next step is apply the formula. So we have Laplace transform of t raised to n f of t is equals to minus 1 to the power n nth derivative of f of s. So Laplace transform of t cos 4t is equal to minus 1 to the power 1 d by ds of s upon s square plus 16. So we are going to differentiate it in the similar manner. So we have this is equal to minus 1 into, okay, s square plus 16 into differentiation of s is 1. Differentiation of s is 1 minus s into differentiation of s square plus 16. Differentiation of s square is 2s and 16 is 0. Right? Divided by s square plus 16 the whole square. So we have minus 1 into, this is what, s square plus 16 minus 2s square upon s square plus 16 the whole square. Okay, this minus 2s square plus s square is minus s square, minus 1 into minus s square, I will write it directly, is plus s square, minus 1 into plus 16 is minus 16. So s square minus 16 upon s square plus 16 the whole square is the answer for Laplace transform of t cos 4t. Okay, this is much simpler if you know the formula. In the next part, we are going to find out the Laplace transform of dividing by t. Okay, so if Laplace transform of f of t is equals to f of s, then we are saying that Laplace transform of f of t by t is equals to integration 0 to infinity f of s ds. This is going to be the opposite of what we studied just now. So there we started the derivation, or we started the proof by differentiating, and here we are starting the proof by integrating. Alright, so let's begin. So let's begin the proof by defining Laplace transform of f of t. So we know that Laplace transform of f of t, this is equals to 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f of t dt, and this I can also write it as f of s. Right? Integrating both the sides with respect to s and taking the limits from s to infinity. Okay? So when I do that, I get integration s to infinity f of s ds is equals to integration s to infinity integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f of t dt into ds. Now what I'll do is, I'll apply this integration with respect to s to e raised to minus st, and f of t I'll bring it outside. So I have integration 0 to infinity f of t dt integration s to infinity e raised to minus st ds. Right? So what is integration of e raised to minus st? Integration with respect to s it is. So it is going to be e raised to minus t minus st divided by minus t. Right? So this is going to be 0 to infinity f of t dt, and this is going to be e raised to minus st by minus t, and this is s to infinity. Right? Now when I substitute the value of the limits, what I am going to get here is 0 to infinity f of t dt. Here I am going to get in the place upper limit minus lower limit. So it is going to be e raised to minus infinity upon minus t minus e raised to minus st upon minus t. So this is 0 to infinity f of t dt into, this is 0, this is 0, and this is minus of minus is plus, and e raised to minus st by t. Right? Take out the bracket. What do we have? 0 to infinity e raised to minus st into f of t dt divided by t. And what is this? This is Laplace transform of f of t divided by t. And what is that? In our LHS, 0 to infinity f of s ds. So we have Laplace transform of f of t by t is equals to s to infinity f of s ds. Right? So our LHS equals to RHS. So thus proved. So let's solve some problems related to this. Laplace transform of e to the power t minus 1 by t. So if you see this question, this is of the form Laplace transform of f of t by t. So what is our f of t? It is e to the power t minus 1. So what is Laplace transform of e to the power minus t minus 1? So Laplace transform of this is equal to Laplace transform of e to the power t minus 1. or I can say Laplace transform of e to the power t minus Laplace transform of 1. So what is Laplace transform of e to the power t? It is 1 by s minus 1, and Laplace transform of 1 is minus 1 by s. Right? So now we have to substitute these values in the formula. And what is the formula? Laplace transform of f of t by t is equal to s to infinity f of s ds. Right? So this is our f of s. 1 by s minus 1 minus 1 by s is nothing but our f of s. So we have to substitute it here. So we have integration s to infinity 1 by s minus 1 minus 1 by s into ds. When we integrate this, integration of 1 by s minus 1 is log of s minus 1. I apply the limits s to infinity. Similarly, minus integration of 1 by s is log s. Apply the limits s to infinity. So here this is log of infinity minus log of s minus 1 minus log of s minus infinity minus log of s. So this is going to be minus log of s minus 1 minus of minus is plus log of s, or I can write it as log s minus log of s minus 1. What is log of a minus log of b? Log of a minus log of b is log of a by b. So we have log of s divided by s minus 1. So therefore, Laplace transform of e to the power t minus 1 upon t is equal to log of s upon s minus 1. Our next problem is Laplace transform of sin at by t. So here, what is f of t? F of t is sin at. So we have to find the Laplace transform of f of t, that is f of s. So Laplace transform of sin at is a divided by s square plus a square. Right? Now, substitute the formula. Laplace transform of f of t by t, this is equal to integration s to infinity f of s ds. Right? So, substitute this. This is equal to s to infinity a by s square plus a square into ds. A is a constant, so it comes out of the integration. So we have a s to infinity 1 by s square plus a square into ds. Now, integration of 1 by s square plus a square is nothing but 1 by a tan inverse of s by a. I hope you remember this. So this I am going to apply the formula here and I am going to write it directly. So this is equal to a into 1 by a tan inverse of s by a. Apply the limits s to infinity. 1 by a is constant, so I can remove it out and these two get cancelled. So tan inverse of upper limit minus lower limit, infinity minus tan inverse of s by a. What is tan inverse of infinity? Tan inverse of infinity is pi by 2 minus tan inverse of s by a. So therefore, Laplace transform of sin at by t is equal to pi by 2 minus tan inverse of s by a. So here we end the Laplace transform part, and I hope you have liked all my videos, and if you have liked, please subscribe and please share it so that other students get benefited out of this. Thank you. Hope you have a good day.